Hello! Hello! Wow! The silence has been disturbed. No points, no pipe. Oh, it was borderline coming in with the clutch piping for you. Streamer overslept, the fuck you mean? Brothers, bros. The stream is at like noon my time. The Limbus streams are at like noon. They're at whatever, 12 p.m., 12 a.m. Which one is it again? I don't know. They're at noon. I'm at work. It's a Friday, dude. If it was Saturday, then sure, it's Friday. Middle of the day, man. Shaking my head. Fell off late for Lim. I will stab you. 5 a.m. for real people. For real people. We should just not delay because we do have I have another stream that I want to be doing like in like an hour and 30 or something. And the stream is an hour. The VOD is like an hour 30, but there's probably some dead time in there. Have I not seen it yet? Nope. I couldn't watch it live. Well, because I couldn't watch it live, so I specifically didn't watch. I couldn't stream it live, so I specifically didn't watch it live so that I can just quickly watch through it now. That was the whole point. That was the idea. Also, we can talk about my insane gamering once we actually do switch to the Popocom after we get through this part. After we do this, we can then, when we switch to Popocom, we can talk about my absolute gamering. Insane gamer. Also, have I like moved my camera or something? Because like Pearly is like now getting covered up by me. And if you go like over here, well, kind of, she's there. I guess she's there. It's fine. It's fine. I guess she's there. Turn it down a little bit. I mean, I haven't watched like the trailers for the IDs or anything either. I know they exist, obviously, because the thumbnail is in my subscription feed. Well, because my chair always moves, you know. Just I just kind of move, you know, in like a set pattern here. Check banner for. No, we're just watching the stream, my guy. Calm down. We're just gonna watch the stream. It's like we have a thing. We can vibe with El Director as he goes to take a shit mid-stream, apparently. I did see this anecdote of apparently Mr. Director decided to just go take a shit mid-stream. Which is, I mean, it's just the usual, honestly, at this point. And I did see a quick screenshot of also, yes, extremely, yeah, you could put it like that, gay cockslut, Mersol. Oh, he's right away, though. If we just start right away, we'll just go into it right away. Except, how long is he actually going to take to do anything? I will be skipping around at least a little bit to cut out some of the dead time, because, okay, yeah, look, nothing's happening until, like, at least here.
한 1분, 6시 1분쯤에 좀
Do we have like a...
시작을 하겠습니다.
Is it like a TL document again? Yeah, is there a transcript? Do we have a transcript? I can have it on the side. There it is, there's roadmap stream. Oh, fuck, wait. Give me a second, I have to like... Oh, no. No, what the fuck? No, pull it off. Thank you. I need to pull it to the other side. Actually, I already had it. It had been posted in the P-Moon channel. So I actually got it from there. Also, indeed, you're gonna get, if there's any Discord pings, you're gonna get them because Discord still has not fixed their streamer mode situation. Oh, it was you who also posted it in the channel. Fair enough. I had a feeling it might have been posted, so I did just go quickly there because I hadn't scrolled through the Project Moon channel on the server today either. I have to reinstall Windows. This is your issue, okay? Okay, so I have the transcript over here. Stream starts.
펜 체크. 오케이.
Well, okay, check in the pen. Good. We spoiled nothing. We're just talking about. I mean, well, I still saw like the main things. Like, you know, ooh, what are the IDs? Obviously, one of them we already knew. I did also see the teaser for Walpurgis, because you know it was posted everywhere. Okay, where about are we? Pen check. Okay, we're on test green pen. Okay.
오늘 할 방송은 2025년
Is the audio level decent?
하반기 로드맵 설명 방송입니다.
Okay, I'm gonna be looking over here a lot since I have the.
한국어로
This is where I have
그래도
the document.
조금은 니혼고와 잉글리시가 있습니다. 한국어
The Mao and Dao.
라이브 스트림.
Live stream will be in Korean. It's true. It's true.
네, 오늘
Okay. Also, yeah, the guesses for TIFF
13일에
floor
금요일
were correct since we are getting Magical Girls.
비도 오고 있습니다.
I wonder, is it just gonna be Magical Girl Dawn?
방송이 돼야 될 텐데.
Or do we get the other Magical Girl? And then I guess a Magical Girl Ego as well. But who's gonna be the other Magical Girl?
네, 긴장도 되고.
Shaking my head. Actually, why did they just release a Mersol ID? Because we should have had Magical Girl Mersol. Imagine.
자, 이제 늘
Imagine.
맨 처음마다 알려드렸던 요 MAU와 DAU.
Okay, but what is MAU and DAU? Oh, never mind. Oh, month?
데일리.
Oh, month average, day average users.
과연 이번에는
Presumably.
네, 마음이 무겁습니다.
Yeah, this is the showing the graph.
네,
The graph.
되었습니다.
Man, sure
참
is.
마음이 무거운 게
But there is this weird monthly drop
이게
between third and fourth.
MAU 총합 수치인데
Like, what is this between March and
많은
April?
분들이
I guess it was just dead.
해주시고 해서
I guess it was just dead month.
네, 마음은 기쁩니다.
Nothing really happened, I guess, March, April.
이게 그만큼의 기대를 충족을
But then,
시켜드리는 거가 참 늘 저도 그렇고 직원분들도
Yeah, if it's the filler patches, then.
어렵게 생각은 하고 있지만
Limbus Company getting
그러면서도
popular, I mean, it deserves it.
네,
It comes with some
나중에
issues,
한번
but
더 방향성을 말할 때
there were no bokgaks in
하겠지만
April
더
and March, I think. Well, I guess mainly
그래도
April.
늘 해왔던 대로
There was a pretty good while where pretty much kind of nothing
하고 싶은
happened.
이야기를 원하는 방향으로 잘 전달할 수 있다.
Also, seemingly, at the very least, I didn't see anyone posting about it, so seemingly no news about the collab.
DAU 같은 경우는
I guess.
이제 요거가 네, 최신이고 요때 피크가
Oh, yeah, because it's just a slow drop
55만이겠죠.
as
네, 55만.
nothing happens.
10, 네. 55만.
Interesting, no news though.
그래서 많은 분들이
I guess if they do,
사랑해주셔서 일단 감사드린다는
this has already been announced. No need to give no more news.
전달해드리겠습니다. 감사합니다.
That's, however, it's very accurate because, dude, Hypergriff, they would not give news. They would give you the announcement. Oh yeah, season 6 Mirror Dungeon.
아니죠. 이번 시즌의 새로운
That's very Hypergriff.
네.
No news on the collab. Like, it's announced and then nothing until it happens. It's on brand.
새로운 거울 던전이 나오기 전에
Cloudflare outage? I think Discord was hit by the Cloudflare outage, so I was, in a way.
전달드릴 수 있도록 할게요.
This shall kill me.
간략하게
But now we have, for MD, right, we should have, what is it? We have fusion recipes in game now, don't we?
우선은 이번
Oh, Limbus was hit by Cloudflare? Okay, no, I wasn't. I even did a mirror dungeon yesterday. I was all good.
미러 오브 이모탈리티는
Make MD not 3 times per week. Real? Oh, yeah, also, yeah. Oh, duh, obviously 7 Sinner battles.
그래서 이번에 스토리에서
I don't think, they're probably still not doing it.
기본으로 해봤는데 이제 인격이 많아진
They're just not gonna
만큼
do it again.
신인 편성을 기본으로 네,
It's so silly, but
재밌게
they're just not gonna
되면
do it. I think.
좋겠다는 마음으로 한번 가보겠습니다. 대략적인 느낌은 네, 이런 UI의 레이어 느낌을 가져갈 거고요. 컨텐츠 내용은 개발 상황에 따라서
May change without no prior notice depending on development status. Classic.
변경될 수 있는
Fair enough.
점은 네, 알아주시면 감사드리겠습니다.
MD is 3 times per week when you don't have hard mode unlocked. You see, Borderline. Some of us have, started recently.
휴식 보너스가
There are still people starting the game,
레스트 보너스
Actually, there's a lot of people starting the game.
대신에 이제
Okay, they just remove rest bonus completely.
누적되는 거를
Sure.
보너스라고
I don't mind that.
하는 것이 새로 이제
I really don't.
추가될
It lets me use whatever team I'm
보너스.
feeling like at the moment instead of picking one that I haven't used in a while.
히카리
But I guess, yeah, we get cumulative starlight bonuses instead. Which, yeah, I guess that is technically kind of similar to what it was before.
이게 단순히 이제 그
But before you
이름만
also
휴식에서
had a rest bonus, didn't you?
별빛으로
Wait, no,
바뀐 게
did you?
아니냐라고 할 수 있는데
No, never mind. There was no
요거는
rest
좀더
bonuses.
설명을 드리면은 요 별빛
Starting bonuses
보너스는
select ego
누적이
gift.
됩니다. 누적.
Oh, raise ego gift fusion chances. Wow.
네, 누적이 되고 휴식 보너스
There was
같은
okay, well, so now,
그 시작할
all right, it
때만
gave you more starlight.
쓰이고 말았잖아요. 요
Okay, so now instead we
보너스는
just
누적이
don't have a
될
rest
때
bonus, but we
할
have
수 있는 거.
starlight back. I mean, sure.
시작 보너스 선택할 수 있고 그리고 이제
With
에고 기프트를
accumulated starlight.
이 별빛 보너스로
So do you consume it? I guess you still consume it
원하는
then?
기프트를 가져갈
It's
수
not
있게끔
perma buffs. Instead, you just consume it.
네,
for
개수나
runs?
이런 것들은 제한이 있겠죠. 그리고 이제 카르밀라 같이 너무 집자마자 센 거 같은 경우 같이 좀 스타트 라인에 있을 에고
I guess.
기프트들이 몇 개는
Sure. I feel like then you'll end up in the situation of, oh, I don't want to use it for this run.
별빛으로 원하는 기프트를 골라서
Like, oh, I don't want to use it for this run, so I'll save it for next run so I can get all the big stuff. Depending on how much I guess you need and how much you gain per run.
원하는 테마팩을
Is that closer to something like season 4, I guess, yeah.
그래서 좀더
Except
새로
rest
고침할
bonus is
때마다
completely gone.
그래도 컨셉 덱에 맞지 않는 팩이 나오는 그런 환경을 좀 줄이고자 별빛을
Again, refreshes are...
그런
Okay, there is shop refresh, but you don't... Because there's something... It's actually saying in the transcript you cannot do the
그다음에
refresh with
상점을
starlight.
새로 고침할 때도
Hey, the
누적된
rhombus?
별빛으로 할 수 있게끔 할 거고
Also, do you mind if I...
그다음에 이제 기프트 조합의 확률을 높이는 것도
Do you mind if I do
별빛을
this?
이용해 가지고 할 수 있습니다. 지금 99.9%가 최대치 확률인데 이거가 99.9
I can get up to 99.9999999. No way.
그다음에 인격
We don't need to
대화
go
시스템.
2x, but...
인격 대화 시스템은 미리
Oh, they're finally doing the
정해진
rental
조합을
thingy.
제공해서 미리
I'm
정해진
scrolling
파티로
down my thingy.
미리 정해진
The music does
파티로,
get funny when you put it on...
제한된
faster
시간 동안
speed.
제공되는 걸로 거울 던전을 도는 거고
Where's the... I'm looking for the rental bit in my...
네 죄송합니다 여러분 요거
Oh, it was too far. Never mind. It was too far.
죄송합니다 요거 안 돼요
Okay, so if you
요거 안 돼요
if you rent a unit,
또 4개 할 수 있습니다
you get some debuffs like you can't use something. It's fair enough.
파티
Preset identity plus ego
죄송합니다.
combination.
이거
Okay, so the
아닙니다.
presets rather than
아무튼
renting them from friends.
파티가
I
정해진
guess.
걸로 네 돌아서 뭐 원래 인격이 많으신 분들도 이게 주어진 파티에 맞춰서 뭐 플레이해보는 재미도 있을 수 있고 인격 풀이 적으신
IS is friend
분들은
units.
이걸 이용해가지고 거울 던전을 돌 수 있게끔
Specifically, like in IS, you can buy friend, like you can.
보상을 받는 거가 총 3단계가 있죠.
Well, yeah, I guess the preset squad. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the preset squad.
받을
Yeah.
수는 없고 그 중에서 이제 한 번만 네 받을 수 있게 될 겁니다. 네.
So it sounds too weird.
그 뭐냐 이 리프레시 자체가
It sounds
사라진 게
too
아니에요. 리프레시
I feel like I'm getting ADHD
exist
because of it.
but cannot do with starlight.
Okay, now we're here where we are.
리프레시 is
Or I thought I was.
same.
I already have that. I actually don't.
리프레시 자체는
Why are you
대신에
diagnosing
이
me?
추가된 별빛으로 할 수 없다는 거예요.
I'm extremely neurotypical.
네. 그렇고
Where was I?
그 다음에
Whoever can run MD with this.
이런
Yeah.
것들이 이제 한 번에 업데이트 되기보다는 3, 4주에 걸쳐서
So wait, but also, okay, also, okay, something about BL. But also, I just read this in the
버그들이
transcript.
좀 많이 나와가지고
You can get 3 MD runs at once, yes, if you're doing hard.
그런
But if you're using the preset like borrowed thing, you can only get one at a time.
처음부터 열려 있진 않을 거고 1주마다
They're making it. Why? Why?
조심해가면서 안정적으로 해가는 게
Oh, that's the detriment? No, I'm not fine with that detriment. It shouldn't exist.
그리고 이제 이 거울 던전
Frankly, they should remove the entire thing of it being like 3 things that you have to use. They should just always make it one weekly run.
요 팩이
It should like the whole like using 3 at a once shouldn't be a thing because it should just be one thing per week for like the whole thing, for the whole rewards.
그래서 거울 던전 자체
Why?
진다는 느낌이 안
What's the Discord ping?
들다 보니까 이제는 팩을 추가할 때
I just do not agree at all with ever having the whole thing of that there's any situation where you would have to do 3 of them a week. It just should not be a thing. Something that you're expected to do weekly.
주고 싶습니다. 네.
Should it never be something you have to repeat a bunch of times in that one week? You thought that was yours? Exactly. Maybe I'll put the streamer mode on manually. Fine.
팩 업데이트
Give me a
때
second.
해당 팩에서만 나오는
I have to put it on manually now because these fuckers broke their streamer mode. Where is it?
네, 전체 기프트 프리로 한다는
Bastards.
느낌이 덜했어가지고 이 방식을 택할 거고 여기에 있는 친구들은 새로운 게 아닙니다. Not new. 원래 있던 거고 그냥 이미지를 뭐라도 허전하니까.
I have to do it on livestream 5 times? Yeah, but you used to have to do it manually 5 times. Now you just skip through it.
드리겠습니다. 네, 그 다음에 기프트
Incentive for actually getting the... Well, how is it an incentive for getting IDs?
했던 말이죠. 네.
How is it an incentive for getting IDs?
점차 늘려가며 기프트 풀을 늘려갈 겁니다.
Are we talking about something different?
대략적으로는 이렇고, 네, 가장 중요한 거는 휴식 보너스 대신에 클리어할 때마다
So you don't need to run MDs with that?
때는
No, that's just an no.
스타라이트 보너스가 있고
Rather than
그거는
no. We're talking about something completely different. You're talking about like rest bonuses or whatever. No. Or the presets or whatever. Like it doesn't. The presets doesn't. The whole point is that the thing that you have to do weekly to farm up your free-to-play fucking gacha currency should not be something you have to run 3 times a week, no matter where you are in the game. The only thing it incentivizes is rushing through the story and rushing some strong team just so that you can start doing hard mode so that you don't have to suffer through 3 runs of MD a week on normal. So you're going to rush through the story, possibly not read it at all, and then read it later. And you're just going to rush like one single team, and you're going to spam that one single team rather than interacting with any of the rest bonuses and so on. We were talking about presets, but the presets have the same fucking issue. Not even the presets also should not have a thing where you have to run it multiple times. You should be able to just do the preset and run the whole thing and do all the rewards. There's no point for the presets to either have a limitation of one at a time. It's ridiculous. These limitations are stupid. They make no sense. They don't give you anything. They're just annoying chores for newer players. Why would you want to annoy your newer players and make life harder for them? There's no point. You're not gaining anything from having to do 3 runs. Nothing.
이제 휴식 보너스랑 비슷하게 다른 여러 인격을 쓰면은 얻을 수 있지만
It just doesn't make any sense.
안 써도
And I will never take an argument that it does, because there's no good arguments that it makes sense.
말지는 플레이어분의 판단이고 누적된 스타라이트를 써서 쾌적하게 거울 던전을 보실지 아니면은 좀 아껴두실지를 선택할 수 있게끔.
Dude, the extra levels you get by doing like 3 instead of 1 level is so fucking.
네, 잘 전달이
It doesn't matter. The extra amount you get is, in the long run, completely irrelevant. 2.5 levels for all, like, for the same amount of Microphone. Wow. 2.5 levels.
네, 빠진 거는 없는 것 같아요. 네.
Dude, if you want those extra 2.5 levels, just do like an extra run just for fun. Instead of locking the bonuses.
많은 분들이 기다렸을 것 같아요.
Should it be more? No, it should be none. There should be no reason to run multiple MDs when you could just run
네.
for the weekly rewards. If you want to farm outside of that, then sure, okay, we have OP.
요 애초에 기본적인 그리고 PPT 순서 자체가
I've gone completely distracted because I just still think it's one of the dumbest things the game does is the triple MD situation. It's one of the dumbest things that they still have in the game. I'm completely distracted. I don't know what happened. Where are we? Where's Walpy? Okay, I was on okay, I'm way too far. Here, Walpy. Okay. Hatred and despair.
또 제츠 메인. 그래서 이번에는 전부 다 알려드리기보다는 이제 발프루기스의 밤에서 나올 인격 하나.
Oh yeah, okay. Here's the dawn that everyone did the classic raise the brightness.
발프루기스의 밤에서는 인격이 2개랑 에고 하나 그리고 이제 아나운서 한두 개가 있을 수
magical girl
있습니다.
dawners.
확실히 한 거는 인격 2개, 에고 하나.
Oh yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, Queen of Hatred, Knight of Despair, obviously, because it's hatred and despair.
이제 이런 발프루기스의 밤을 진행하면서
I don't remember what Knight of Despair looks like, but you know.
이제 햄팡.
Okay.
햄팡에서 무엇이
Pang.
될 것인가? 요 시기 때쯤에
Dons are sizable. We've actually now we've known this for a while, haven't we?
테마가 나옵니다. 그래서 시청각 자료를 하나 보여드릴 텐데.
And well, because there's a Pang trailer and it has like silence and what's it now? Show me the trailer. Once we have the trailer, I can like go forward.
라이브러로 루이나를 플레이하실 예정이시고 스포일러를.
Okay, just show me the trailer. Okay, he's trying. I just want to see the trailer because it has Roland. It has Lolan. I'm spoilers if you haven't played Realm of Ruin, I guess.
내게는 고통밖에 없습니다.
Yes. Nothing but my sorrow.
아무것도 바라지 않습니다.
Lolan line.
고통은 내게 충실했고 지금도 변함이 없습니다.
Her.
내 영혼이 심연의 바닥을 헤맬 때에도 고통은 늘 곁에 앉아 날 지켜주었습니다.
Does it? I like how the trailer is in full screen, but it really did look for like forced for a moment. Was it Schmisby, yeah? For oh god, what's her name? How did I forget it? It is fun how this is a cafe trailer, by the way. I just realized there's Millie, by the way. Let's hope this doesn't get claimed. It probably will. I have to talk over it so that they don't claim me, okay? It's fine. They're playing fucking... What's it called? Something Angels. I do have audio jungle. Yo, Lolan. Gone Angels. Something Angels. Cafe trailer, by the way. Come eat some sandwiches. We have depression and trauma. Epic. Eddie, you can fuck off if you have this opinion.
네, 해맨팡팡 잔향악단 2차랑 검은 침묵 테마에 대한 트레일러였습니다. 프로모션 비디오. 그리고
Winning always.
이제
Yeah, this is pang pang. This is sandwich.
메뉴와 공지사항은
Does YouTube notify copyright midstream? It depends. Sometimes it does.
그리고 이제 6월 24일
Usually it's after.
10월 5일까지 진행될 예정이고요.
Okay, well, now we can skip through a little bit.
요
Okay, merch. You get gloves.
검은 침묵의 장갑.
Headphones that probably aren't great.
고급적인 소재
I'm
하나가
gonna be real.
있고
I don't trust any headphones that come from a collaboration because there are probably some cheapos
이게
that just have the skin on them.
평소에 좀 쓰기가
Photo book.
힘들잖아요. 그래서
I'll just read what they're. Black Silence gloves, Argalia Belkin Bluetooth earphone.
고무 재질 같은 거 있잖아요. 딱 달라붙는 스판 재질 같은.
Oh, patches, right? Patches.
장갑. 그
Which you can, for example, put on. Because I'm pretty sure didn't the hoodie, the Limbus hoodie had like patch spots you could put stuff on.
선물 준비했다고 하네요.
Oh, Belkin is a brand. I'm actually not familiar with
그다음에 두
Belkin.
번째로는
That's a brand.
아르갈리아 테마의 벨킨 사에서
Military uniform.
좀
Okay, we can skip for these.
잘
Oh,
그 다음에는
TKT rerun.
요거는 이제 막간
I guess it does make sense that it would be reverberation would be Argalia, you know,
6.5-1
reverberation.
시간 살인 시간이 이제 복각.
Indeed, time killing time
삐입니다.
bokak. Time for
Time
1 lim
killing
billion
time.
unbreakables on the fucking guy.
이때는 요 휴버트
Dude,
아나운서가
yapper
나오고
extraordinaire.
이제
That's gonna, those dude,
하나 있고 하나
these announcer lines are
구성이
gonna
되어
be so
있습니다.
long.
약간의 비하인드로는 원래 휴버트가
Yapper
제가
master.
허버트를
One identity,
의도했는데
one ego.
이게
Surely we get like a Rodia
정리를
identity or
해가지고
something, and it's like a very cool one. And I don't know.
들어갔습니다. 좀 이게
Or do we possibly indeed get? Do we maybe get identity for Time Ripper?
제가 허버트를 의도했는데 이게
Like who else would it be?
네, 아무튼 약간의 네.
Oh, the Yapaton announcers. You don't hear the game anymore. You just hear the announcers.
그다음
Oh, I guess that time color is a distortion though. We don't really we don't like distortionize. I guess the ID, the ego could be the time killer then.
네.
Oh. And maybe flexible user deploy then backup facial pack
저번
units.
시즌에 라만차랜드
Him.
신장 동키호테
Him, Hongus.
보다는 좀 정보를 덜 알려드리는 차원에서
And yeah, it does kind of yeah, it's Hongja. Okay,
알려드리고,
it's him. You can see from
그다음에
here. It's
대략적인
Hongja, isn't
컨셉만
it?
알려드릴게요. 이제
In some form.
흑수가 좀 더 출시가 될 수 있는데
I don't care. It's just a really one timer for Rodia. It would go hard. It's so true.
흑수들과, 적극적으로 상호작용.
Haven't seen the trailer? No. Yeah, no. I'll see it whenever it comes up on stream. We're just watching the stream rather than the individual videos. Obviously, it makes sense that it would, you know, use of deployed and backup facial pack units. You know, makes sense.
8.5-1
Working title: Hierarch says.
가제입니다. 네,
Oh, Hierarch
working
as in
임시,
yeah,
임시
it's the Shishun trailer,
템퍼런트
the training arc
프린세스 메이커.
intervallo.
많은 분들이 또 예상을
I,
해주셨는데
it's a weird way to like is this like the correct way to type it? Like Hierarchus?
가주로
Maybe you wouldn't have the
가주
C?
맞게끔 네, 올려야 되지 않겠냐라는 것이
Yeah, I think there just shouldn't be a C.
일단이
It should be
이었죠.
just Hierarchus.
거기에서
As in yes. I don't know why they had that. They could just have it like Hierarch
그
Maker or whatever. It didn't
시초와
really have the Princess
성장이
Maker.
나가는
Yeah.
그런
Because yeah, Hierarch is just generalized. They didn't really need it.
그리고 왜 키 비주얼도 없냐 했을 때 전에는 이제 최대한 로드맵에서 이미지가
Okay, good
없으면
enough.
허전하니까
Fair enough.
키
I understand.
비주얼을 정해진 컨셉에 맞춰서
Because yeah, patriarchal market.
빠르게
Matriarch, yeah.
됐는데 이게
It should just be
미디
Hierarch
분들이
Maker.
가지고
Yeah, it
있다
doesn't.
보니까 키 비주얼과 제목이
I guess it is a working title.
가제만
True, it is
공개로
working
볼
title.
수가
Fair
없게
enough.
되더라고요. 그래서
Yeah.
가제만 공개해가지고
Reference to the game.
좀 안전막을 펼쳤습니다.
Okay, fair enough. Then it gets a pass.
이때는 이제 시춘과 웨이 콤비 아나운서가 나올 예정이고
Oh, Shishun Wei
이제
announcer as well.
웨이 포지션에
Oh, and there's the Wei identity
하나
and one other Heisho identity. I did
나올
see this
예정이고
mentioned.
누가 받을지
And yeah,
모르겠지만
it's Wei Song,
그다음에
obviously.
추가적인 흑수 인격이 하나 나올 예정입니다.
I get Wei.
그래서
Training in Jichinja Shishun.
이 가주의 자리에 걸맞게
Sinclair will be taking the classes too?
시키는 이야기가 러프하게
Why?
될 겁니다. 그리고 같이 겸사겸사
Why?
클레어도
I guess he is the youngest one and so on. That's so funny. They're putting him back to school.
재미있게 이야기를 나갈
Imagine it's Wei Otis. We already see Wei Young in Ishmael's ID art. He's there in the background.
같이
Catching strays.
Taking the Class 2
High school arc.
그리고 나서는 네.
Oh, they do. Okay, so next one they are
무엇인가 하면은 뭐
actually mentioning the collab, seemingly. We're just
여기서
clarifying what's in
굵직한
it.
업데이트는 없어도 2주마다 인격이나
Buff as
에코가
fuck post this into
하나
Elo.
이상은 이제 업데이트가 있다는 거는 알아주시면 되고 지금은
Sinclair graduated high school. Yeah, he's like 20. He graduated high school
저거는
at least. I think that's after, you know,
네,
shit went to back. Okay, there's the
명일방주
collaboration.
와의
They don't mention much. It's literally like 3 lines in the document.
그 업데이트가 될 예정입니다. 지금 네.
As I said before, there will be 1 announcer and 4
네,
egos.
전에 알려드렸던
Completely
것처럼
limited. Since the collaboration players
아나운서
understand they need to be
한종,
limited. Yeah, it's
그리고 에고
truly
업데이트가
actually
나오는데
limited.
이건 완전 한정이라는 점. 이게 그 협업
Okay. This is the delicate matter. The details will be reshared before the collab
부분만큼
begins.
완전 한정일 수밖에 없는 점은
Yeah, it's just reiterating what is part of it and the fact that it is true limited, so that people realize it's true
그래도 이제
limited.
이 부분은 또 조심스러울 수 있는
Like you
부분이니까 자세한
reminder,
사항은
guys.
이
It's
콜라보
actually
시작하기
genuinely
전에
limited.
정식으로
Like unless there's a second collab, it's not coming back. if you care to get them.
콜라보 정식 네.
And 5 people tell me it's totally shardable.
shared before.
Well, technically, you could interpret it like, oh yes, you can shard them while the event is on, but then not afterwards.
이렇게 명일방주 콜라보가
I feel like it's
끝나고
likely that they're not
나서
shardable either.
그다음에는
Like
6.5-2 어프
warp
특급
expressors, no
살인
way.
사건에
Spend a mana for a collab? No, I won't spend a single I won't spend anything on it.
이때 나올 것은 이제 아나운서는 어프 열차
Warp train PA. Oh, this is kind of
방송하는
actually I kind of like this one.
아나운서는 꼭
I kind of like this
뽑고
announcer.
싶어가지고
I like
요거만큼은
this.
들어간다. 그리고 이제 인격하고
Undecided if it will be
에고
1ID,
나올 텐데
1ID, 1 ego, or
인격하나
2ID,
에고나
2
할지
ego. Oh, 2ID, 2 ego. Okay, undecided if it's gonna be like double amount or not.
대략적으로는 정해놨지만
Hot take, not even hot
이게
take.
대략적으로
That's
정해놓은
the
거가
correct take.
아직까지
Mr.
유동
Salt
가능성이
Cassetti.
있어가지고 확실히는
We're just getting a Mr.
이렇게만
Salt.
진짜 확실한 것만 알려드릴게요.
I think the warp announce is really fun.
그리고 나서 이제 우리를 기다리고 있는 것은
Copying you are.
밀리
1 million moons. No, yeah, milli concert.
밀리 콘서트. 이제 콘서트의 이름은 1 million.
2 months of a milli theme. Oh, in
밀리 문.
Oh, but no, in Sinjo University Hall.
낭만적인 이름입니다. 네.
And yeah, there's one in Japan.
그 일정은 이제 대관 일정이 잡혀가지고 알려드리자면은 11월 8일.
We'll skip through a little bit. It's the concert.
이제.
Sometimes on. There's online live broadcast.
그런 게.
Do you buy tickets to this one or?
그래서 최대한 수용 인원을 많이
I mean,
가져갈 수 있는 곳에서 해놨고.
could be fun to watch.
이제
I don't know if I can necessarily stream it,
온라인
but
동시 송출도 예정이어서 예매가
might just be fun just to watch it,
또
Online tickets, okay.
자세한 사항은 추후 공지로 알려드리겠습니다.
With usually sell tickets, but it depends, you know, because often like this one is a milli concert rather than like a Project Moon concert strictly.
열리기
Because often game concerts are just, you know, free
한 10월 말경에
because it's advertising, but in this case it is a milli concert. So
밀리 테마를
oh yeah, this is okay. 한밤방 also has like a
밀리와 관련된
milli
굿즈를
theme in
이제
한밤방.
밀리와 협업해서 프로젝트문과 요
Yeah, we can skip through a little bit.
되면 좋을 것 같아요. 콘서트 이후에는
Crossover merch with Millie's mascot.
용
I do like the little mascot girl that they have,
햄팡에서
and also obviously you know
이어서
booty
판매해보고
shaker extreme, the little guys
다양한 이제
with a caked up back
콜라보한
behind.
것들을 해보려고 마음은 가득하다. 네. 목표는 그렇다. 네.
During the university, well, I mean universities often have
그다음에
big halls, so
이 콘서트 다음에는
library everyone I guess the.
키스의 밤이 한 번 더 올 예정이고.
Well, yeah, but this would be the.
라이브러리 오브
This is the
루이나의
next library,
손님 테마
or the next Walpurgis.
진행될 예정이에요. 네, 그랬듯이 로보토미 한 다음 라이브러리 오브 루이나네.
Oh, he made a circle.
이게 순서가
Whoa! What is he drawing? What is this? What's going on here?
프로젝트 문에
That's only Project Moon 9s.
기다리고 있습니다. 아 잠시.
Pray for Shia it is. Why are you, Will Vader? He didn't learn to use shape tools, he accidentally used it. Yeah. Because I feel like we already knew that indeed. It's always LobCorp Ruina, LobCorp Ruina.
협판권이 있어가지고
Okay, yeah, this is 9th anniversary stuff, okay.
답장했습니다. 네, 프로젝트문 9주년 때는
Since we're putting all our effort into the stuff before, like the concert and the collab, it will be small. This is fair enough. Next year they have the 10th anniversary, which is, you know, much bigger.
소식은 없을 것 같아요. 이제 미리 좀.
Probably.
네, 진짜 그냥 하는 말이 아니고.
Probably.
이 앞에서.
Fair enough. I feel like they can save big stuff for next year, so.
뭔가 네 없을 것 같아요. 콘서트도 있고, 예 콜라보도 있고 하다 보니까.
But it's yeah. No, after this is RR one rerun. What the fuck? You can do this? This is the thing?
네, 복각.
What the fuck?
이 예정되어 있습니다.
Huh?
그리고 이때
Since when?
1호선 내용
What the
그대로
fuck?
적이 나올 텐데 이때
No,
레벨
fried.
스케일링을 할지, 그러니까 레벨 스케일링한
RR1
지금 레벨에 맞게
rerun.
지금 만렙 맞게 할지
Level scaling, convert to always available content. Oh, okay, yeah, they're making auto RRs permanent. People have been asking,
그때로
Been a thing for a bit, I have literally never done this. I almost never watch stuff at
스펙으로
full screen, to be
인격만
fair.
다르게 해서 도전하게
So.
할지는 고민이에요. 그리고 이게 한번 업데이트가 되고 나서는 상시 컨텐츠화가 됩니다. 요 1호선 같은 경우는. 네. 그다음
Same enemies as the original R1, but for level scaling, whether we will raise the enemies' levels or lower the level of IDs is unclear. Right, okay, then we're just not sure which one they do.
부장 칸토 9
And indeed. And then Kata 9, the unsevering. Mid-December.
이것을 12월 중반
4 instant pings the moment this guy seems the most vocal about it. Fair enough.
릴리스 타겟 미드 디셈버.
Who gets severed? Well, last time it was Honglu got severed in half, you know.
올해 안에 그래도
Ooh.
메인 스토리를 두 개는 내
We'll be skipping Refraction Railway and Chapter 8.52 to make sure that Kanto 9 can release this year, okay?
6호선하고 이 8.5-1을 스킵을 하고
Interesting.
메인 스토리 9장을 12월 안에는 내려고
I'm just wondering if they... Because normally, you know, the second intervalo leads more into the next Kanto, but... But also, yeah, the Archives collab apparently is in I think we already heard that it is around the size of an intervalo. Like, it is a full story to it, so... So I guess, I mean, it is more than... Because I was expecting maybe something more along the lines of, like, the story size of, like... Maybe a little bit larger than, like, an April Fool's thing or something. But I guess it is a bit longer, if it's, you know, intervalo size.
동기화 이런 것들은 자동기화인 상태로 하는 겁니다. 레벨만.
Obviously, probably we just get the next RR later, and then we might have 2 RRs closer to each other. Where are we? At some point we're gonna get. Next up is apparently.
부장이 안 나올 것 같. 정말 못 보니까.
He's doing math.
이제 그동안
Quality of life improvements. I wanted to see this.
하려는 개선 사항이고, 요거는 이제 지금 앞서서 말씀드렸던 굵직한 이벤트들에 이어서 언제 된다고 말씀드릴 수는 없겠지만은
The fuck is he drawing now? What is this?
개선을 되는 대로 해보려고 하는
Is part of the UI?
다시 한번 이제 알려드리자면은 첫 번째
Loadout UI improvements, enemy gimmick intuitives improvements, difficulty adjustment, continue function.
해서 네, 그 다음에 기믹의 직관
RR6 and 8.52 will happen if they miss the Kanto 9 window. Fair enough, I guess.
좀 개선이 필요하다 느꼈고. 네,
oh wait, you get forced to read?
딜레마였고.
Okay, let's.
그렇다 보니까 이제 이 방안으로 컨티뉴 기능을
gimmick readability improvement. I felt this during Lei Heng and our employees agreed. Difficulty improvement we are planning on adding a continue gimmick. Okay, well, loadout UI improvements.
최대한 모티브로 잡고 있는 거는 카드 게임. TCG 게임들의 그 인터페이스를 베이스로
improving this is okay, you're still talking about that.
뭐 당연히 이거는
this.
개발사가 있다는 점은 알아주시면 좋겠고.
Yeah, this is something that seemingly it marks important passages, like is the main thing.
왜 베이스로 인터페이스를 개선하려고 하냐면은
puts like a big old red text like, hey, read this one at least. If you're not gonna read anything else, read this one.
한 카드들 그리고 요 파티를 한 덱을 구성한다는 관점으로 좀
ID selection UI has its motive from card games, which may change in development. This was chosen because I see IDs as cards and teams as decks. Directions okay take instruction from other card games. If there are problems after update, will continue improving at a steady pace. Let me drink some water. I'm getting thirsty. Is what's coming next. What? She team deck.
반영해가고 또 개선해가면서 좀 업데이트를 할 수 있도록 생각하고 있습니다.
Look at this! Wow.
이게 또 업데이트 됐을 때
Okay, then you have like sorting options, I guess, to find stuff.
개선해 나갈 거고, 근데 그게 빠를 수는 없겠지만은
Either dog. Okay, here's enemy gimmick passives with mark enemy gimmick passives with about 3 tiers of reading priorities available from the enemy detailed info window. They're like, this is a big one. Read this one.
지금은 기믹을 볼 때 패시브
Read, please. I beg of you.
그냥 이런 패시브
When you read the gimmicks, it's trying to passive, it's hard to tell what to read first. Fair enough. I do think it is. I do think this is a really good change. Because often just reading the most important ones like is, you know, nice. And it's just better to highlight the important ones because even if you do read everything, it's like it's nice to at a glance see
그래도 이제
What's the important one that you really do want to
수능
understand?
기출문제 출제자의
You want to delay
의도처럼
content? I don't
이
really have an opinion.
기믹은 중요합니다라는
I
것을
don't mind if they take their
우선도를
time on doing their
3단계로
things.
나눠가지고 이렇게 좀 표시를 해보려고
They should
해요.
do what they
그래서
feel is best.
그걸 쭉 볼 때
People still not read? I mean, of course, because
요
if to read, you still have to go into the
키워드가
tab
좀
to read.
핵심이겠구나 해서 그거부터 좀 볼 수 있도록 하려고 해보려고 생각하고 있어요. 네.
Enter this best in order based on which they are most important. Because right now, I mean, they're just sort of in there.
요 기믹의 직관성의 개선에서
They're just in a list, and it doesn't really. There's no
우리가 이제
clear
합을 할
like
때
this is the most important one.
요 매치
There can be skills with about 3 tiers of priorities for gimmicks. Okay, so also like, hey, this is the one that you would maybe want to. They're just giving you notifications of like, hey, this is the one that you want to deal with. Whether the clash is important to win or not. Yep. When we clash with skills, do we need to clash first, and which do we need to win or lose? Sometimes our brain stops when we're thinking this. They look, okay, they're thinking of the streamers, okay? They're thinking of the streamers who have 3 brain cells, and 2 of them is used on streaming, so they have like half a brain cell for the combat, okay? They're thinking of me. It's all for me, all me.
전달력을 높이려고 하고 있고요. 그 다음에 그런데도 어쨌든
All
어려울
me.
수가 있죠. 어려울 수가 있고 이게 그 스토리
I also consume lunacy to immediately revive your allies at the same point in the battle.
나눌진 않을 거고 그냥 하나로만 갈 거예요. 왜냐하면은
Pay to win. It actually just is, but I mean, fair enough, I guess.
이 스토리가 중요한 게임이고 또
It's a little
그
funky,
설정에 맞는 적의 강함을 그래도 좀 최대한 게임적 허용이
I feel like you could have also maybe made it just be like
좀 어렵게 죽어가면서
more stamina.
리트라이를 해가면서
You could have made you like pay double the stamina
어느 정도는 의도였거든요.
or something for like, or you know, add a extra like, you know, 1 use of stamina every time you continue
근데 정말로 깨기가 불가능하셔서 어려워한 분들도 있잖아요.
rather than lunacy specifically.
이제 전멸했을 때
Also, like, you know, if you're just completely getting destroyed,
광기,
how much will it help?
유료
Just get good or be a bitch and lose money. The thing is though, if you're bad enough, this won't help you. So
이제 아군을 바로 부활시켜서 오락실에서 이제 1코인 추가하듯이
it's the main reason. I mean, this is very easy to hate. I'm not like I'm kind of like.
컨티뉴를 해가면서 대신에
But it is free money.
1차 비용 때보다 2차 컨티뉴
Fucking free money. I know what he means, but it does look a little. It's a little. It's a little funny when it's like, you know, free money in this situation. Like I know what he means, but.
대신에 이제 컨티뉴로 깨면은 EX 클리어로는.
Colors use the difficult to make enemies power more tangible. X clear disabled when using the continue function to beat. Oh, you're also, however, you have this as well. So not only do you use money to continue, you also then will not get the money from X clearing.
라는 것은 이제 EX 클리어로 보장해주는 업적으로 해주려고 해요. 아까 말씀드렸던 것처럼 난이도 하나로 적의 강함과 설정을 주고 싶어서 그렇습니다.
If we add this feature and I mess up when we need to nerf or change a stage, when we nerf it, I can see the future where I spent lunacy, but you nerfed it. It said so we will return to lunacy if this happens. Makes sense.
휴먼 에러나 뭐
Yeah.
기획 미스로 너프나 조정을 해야만 하는 스테이지가 생길 수가 있잖아요.
Which is why I feel like stamina maybe would have been like a better choice.
미래가 그려집니다.
I'm not sure. I mean, unless he comes out and says that this is a scheme to get more money, which is then fair enough. But otherwise, I feel like it could have been like an extra stamina cost
이걸 미리
rather than lunacy.
예상해서 만약에 해당 스테이지가 너프가 되거나 조정되면은 그 스테이지에서 소모했던 컨티뉴로 소모했던 광기는 전부 롤백해주는 기능도 미리 마련해가지고.
He'll write real. What is he gonna write?
하겠습니다.
What's he gonna? Is he gonna write something funny again?
네,
It's more lore accurate. What to use? Lunacy?
여러 개선 사항 중에서 굵직하게 컨텐츠적으로 생각하고 있는 내용이고.
You could also, however, see it as, you know, just.
그다음.
I think you missed it, Shell, that he wrote free money earlier, yes.
Research in progress.
It's a businessman, it can't be too generous.
네.
And it probably won't cost a whole lot of lunacy. Yeah, it was the free money. Voices idle poses an animation with their favorite but weak right. Oh yeah. They mentioned this on the 9th anniversary, or 9th.
의도 자체는 성능이 안 좋더라도
anniversary thingy.
정의가는 인격의 그 보이스나
Somewhat taking longer than expected.
그런 것들을 어떻게 해서라도 활용할 수 있도록 하고 싶어서
Yes.
그렇거든요.
Yes.
이제 인격 자체는 필연적으로
Right, since
좋은
every
인격,
ID
이제
needs to be able to
강한
be a
인격.
skin. Yeah, it was quite a night. I was like, yep,
이전에는 막
we will
육과
let you.
해결사가 나오다가
We're
이제
adding
육과 해결사,
fucking
일과 해결사라는
transmog into the
등급제만은
game.
네, 육과 해결사의 그
And because then they have to do it for every future ID as well, which, ooh.
그 컨셉과
Yeah, how crazy some of the animations are, the coin differences and all that. It's real tricky. And I feel like, and it's just gonna keep getting trickier as more and more IDs come out.
하고 싶었는데 이게 좀처럼 견적이 잘 안 나와가지고
I'm frankly shocked that they are actually trying to do this.
이게 모든 그 스킨 모든
Yeah, no shit.
인격들이 공통된 규칙을 가지고
No shit.
약간 어색하더라도 스키너가 돼야 되다 보니까
And then enchanted skills and like alternate skills.
그때 좀 연구
Dude, we have fucking manager Don who has how many? Like 7 different skill animations? No, 8 different skill animations?
그리고 용량 줄이기 최적화 reduce game file
Well, game file size I don't care about. I play on
optimization.
PC. Optimization, sure. I mean, I've never had an issue with, you know,
지금
like
먼저
performance,
림버스
but
컴퍼니 용량이
fair
많은
enough.
이유 이
Fair enough.
부분이 무엇 때문에 많을지
chroma skin.
프로그래머 팀장분하고 한 번 더 이야기를 해봤어요.
MD speedrun with the shortest animation.
이거는
True.
그 보이스
Load multiple
보이스는
successfully.
근본적으로
Spine animation
림버스
with the 3D
컴퍼니가
animations.
전투에 쓰이는 리소스가
Oh my
이제
game.
2D 스프라이트를 이제 2D 스프라이트를 계속
How big even is
출력-
how big even is the game?
시키면서 애니메이션을 구현하고
How big is it on
그것
my
말고
file?
그 아날로그틱한 장점과 매력이 있다 보니까 그 스프라이트 수만큼의 이미지가 필요하게 돼요.
On my Steam, Limbus is like, was I looking at the wrong game?
스파인 기반 2D
Dude, it's under 3 gigs on Steam. What do you mean?
비해서 이 컨텐츠나 캐릭터가 추가될 때마다
Is it like 11 on phone?
비율적으로
Well, Steam doesn't show the actual. I'll check out what's on my phone then. Wait. What is on my phone? I guess because that's the one that matters anyway. How much is it on my phone?
물좀 마시겠네요.
Limbus. Why is my phone? What the fuck? I have to go to apps.
그래서 이 2D 스프라이트를
Show me all apps,
하나하나
please.
출력해가면서 하는 방식 자체를 바뀌진 않을 것 같아가지고 이
Limbus.
방식에서 그래서 최대한 용량을 줄일 수 있는 방법이
Okay, it is.
무엇일지, 최적화를 어떻게 할 수 있을지
It is like
자체는
16 and a half gigs on my phone right now.
모색
Yeah.
중에 있습니다. 근데 이제 필연적으로 용량을 많이 먹을 수밖에 없는 게임이라는 점을 좀 알려드려야 될 것 같아가지고
Trying to find a way to reduce the file size and improve the game's ability. Something encourages the players to collect more identities and
이
egos.
거울 굴절 철도보다
More effective and cost efficient than refraction
가성비
railway. Okay.
좋은
Sure.
전기 콘텐츠가 무엇이 있을까?
I mean, okay, well,
계속 하고 있습니다.
Let's check.
그래서
How
계속
big is-
이제
how
인격하고
big is
이거는
Arknights?
출시가 될 텐데 그 인격
Okay, Arknights is 11 and a half gigs. It's
아까
smaller.
말했듯이 좀
He's drawing a
나중에
penis.
인격이 세고 그렇다 보니까 이전에 출시된 인격 자체가 필요하지가 않게
He's drawing hair on the balls?
이미 인격을 구매하신
He's pulling his cock out?
이 버려진 인격이나 아니면
Yeah, Arknights has way
나중에
less voice
시작하신
files. It's true,
분들 같은
yes.
경우는 뭐 시즌 6에 시작하신 분은
No rules to collect all IDs. It's true. Unless you just really like him,
좀
you know.
안 좋은 애매한 성격의 인격들이 필요가 없을 수 있겠죠. 근데 그런 것들을 좀
But otherwise, no.
수집할
It is
수 있는
always you
동기를
want the newer ones.
부여하면서 그런
A lot of older ones are
하드
like,
콘텐츠를 낼 수
not as good anymore.
있는 게 좀 있으면 좋지 않을까라는 것에
Except for, you know, the couple of
고민인데
outliers which
이게
are like,
너무
they're just busted.
막 그 콜렉팅 다 해야지만 막 성능이 엄청 오르고 이런 것들은 또 좀
Talking about rate. Okay, wait, Reed, where are we?
그런 컨텐츠다 보니까
We don't want content where collecting all the IDs gives a big power boost.
생각하고 있어요. 네. 그래서 결국 좀
Collecting
생각하는 순환이
what is an ego via
거울
MD and extraction will make it last longer than reflection realize.
으로 요 미러 던전, 카가미 던전 요 계속 돌아가.
Yeah, or something that gets updated every 2 or 3 weeks, like a big raid boss.
그래서 이 인격하고 에고를 얻은 걸로 결국엔 지금
Concept that we had before is a board game with dice with a true roguelike game mode. When we thought about doing season 1, having content where you start off with weaker IDs then upgrade to stronger ones.
수집도가 영향을 주진 않으니까
Yeah.
인격하고
Stronghold Protocol.
누적 수집도나 그런 것들이 영향을 줄 수 있는 네, 초하드 콘텐츠.
I think I know that could be fun where like you start with like weaker IDs and then you over the run you like get to upgrade to better
어떤 방법이
IDs.
있을까? 그리고 요거는 금방 아니겠지만 또 이게 받아들이는 플레이어
Could be like a fun type of game mode.
너무 거부감이 안 들게끔 어떻게 할 수 있을까에 대해서도 고민하고 있습니다. 그래서 예전에 컨셉 중에 하나였던 그 주사위를 굴리는 요런 이 정석적인 보드 있잖아요.
That was what MD1 was like?
그래가지고 요런 걸 이용해가지고 좀
Was that what MD was like?
재미를 살리면서 진짜 완전 로그라이크 컨셉을 넣어서 막 예전에 시즌
Oh no, I lost my. Where is it? Wait. Oh,
그
I lost my thingy for a moment.
약간 그
Nice board.
인격
Okay.
자체가
That's what
제한된
roguelike from
상태에서
before.
약한 인격들 써가면서 점차 강한 인격들로 업그레이드 해가면서
We need a limited cost for IDs and 00s costed less than 000. Okay, so yeah, that's how
아니면은 뭐 아예 그냥 2주
that's sort of how
3주마다
like in IS works, where you have higher rarities cost more to get.
해서 고민 중입니다.
Because yeah, right now you can just choose whatever one you bring rather than having like
그 지금
having to think about what you're bringing because of like a cost or something.
생각이 진짜 거의 없는데 에고 같은 경우는 그 이전에도 말씀드렸지만
Casual ego threads putting tier 5?
좀 많이 벗어나
Yeah, we don't have plans for up type 5 for IDs, but for egos we're hoping to make them more long lasting.
수명이 길게끔 생각하고 있다 보니까 에고의
I think well actually this kind of goes into also because they're starting now to give the thread spin only shards.
로 개선해
So
주면서 이런 것도 연결되면서
guys, yes, I know no up type 5 but thread spin 5. I literally just read it off of the document that's been translated.
정정하겠습니다. 환상 해석. 네. 환상 해석. 이거 제가 잘못 알았어요. 인격은 동기화인데 네. 환상 해석. 이건 제가 잘못 쓴 겁니다. 환상 해석. 네.
It was less varieties than IS. It's true.
에고의 환상 해석. 네. 아무튼 네.
Stop pretending you could read.
다들 아시죠?
What do you mean? I read all the time.
방식. 네.
I read chat all the time. I can read.
있어요. 네. 만약에 한다면은 이제 막 이상의 네 번째 성냥불의 화상 부여량이랑 뭐 가중치 같은 것들을
Refrain from chatting them. Good.
한 번에 업데이트하기보다는 좀 AS가 시급한 애들 먼저.
I don't know how much it'll cost. Honestly, the thing is though that even with like thread spin 4s, my issue isn't like the amount of thread. Dude, I have so much thread.
체하지 않도록.
But the shards kind of hurt.
네, 아무튼 인격은 아니에요. 인격 아니에요. 아이덴티티 오동기화는 노노. 아이덴티티 오동기화는 아까 말씀드렸던 그 인격 파워 인플레이션.
The shards is like the main part, especially when you're someone who doesn't have like all the damn IDs. Also, he did drew two penises over here. Why is he drawing penises all the time?
를 하는 것도 중요하지만은 그래도 저는 제일 우선순위는
What part of the main story content?
스토리가 먼저 잘 나오고 재밌어야 된다라고 생각을 하고 있다 보니까 메인 스토리에
Two teams, one for story and one for content.
많은 게
One for story and one for
그러다
content.
보면은 위에 말씀드렸던 것들이 좀 밀리거나
Main story is fun and engaging.
이런 점은 좀 양해를 해주시면 감사드리겠습니다.
Oh, can't you do two teams, one for story and one for
이런
content?
맥락에서 또 이제 나오는 거가
They'd have to hire a bunch of people, but I have the Google, okay?
하면서 서브 컨텐츠나 서브적인 이런 말한 것도 하는 게 병렬로 되면 되지 않냐라는 수 있는데
we will be getting the spiel of why don't they hire a bunch more people?
직원 수에 대한 이야기가
Trauma dump time, yeah.
안 나올 수가 없죠.
Forget that we need to talk about direction. Dude, the fact that he just fucking uses the
사람을 늘리지 않는 이유가
Discord memes.
말씀을 드려도 이게
Fucking CEO memes.
납득이 이제 쉽지 않으시는 분들이 있을 수 있을 것 같고
It's so fucking good.
네, 왜 그런지.
Okay, I, Kim Ji-hoon, don't have the mental capacity or the ability. Even if we have a lot of money, which we have a lot of, and we hire a lot of employees, I don't think I could handle it. That's why why don't I hire a middle manager? I don't really trust people, so I don't think I could trust that manager. I'd be worried about them creating a work culture or a group.
늘 말씀드리듯이 이 대표
he's having
역량과 멘탈이 부족합니다.
growing pains.
제가 사람을
I
많이
guess is how you could put it.
그릇이 안 돼가지고 돈이 많아도
Like it feels like one of those like situations where he might eventually have to learn to trust
목한해가
someone to handle some stuff, you know.
이게 많아도
Because otherwise he will just distort.
직원분들을 많이 고용을 해도
I feel like a lot of people in any kind of position like this will go through that, where they just feel like they cannot trust others to direct anything.
그러면은 경영을 하는
And
사람과
it's like,
이 직원
understandable.
또 고용하면 되지 않냐? 이 중간 관리자의
Valid crash out about trusting people. Yeah, that also doesn't help if you have bad experiences from before.
또 직원을 관리하는 분이 그런 전문가가
Okay, right. He's illustrating his management capabilities.
그 경영 쪽에서 관리하는 분을 못 믿을
I'm not getting oxygen in my brain. I'm getting dizzy. Let me drink more water. I'm talking a lot today.
그분은 열심히 일해 주신다 하더라도 또 사람을 관리하는 분도 저분이 이제 막 직원분들을
Right now the office space is small, but that's not all. The biggest reason is because I'm not ready. If I was ready, I would move out into a bigger office until the new office gets built. Did say we may be able to get 100 people after the new office in about 2 years, but this was set in hopes that I would be ready by then. I'm really trying though. And then let me drink.
이 직원
I do understand, however. We can skip through a little bit. We understand, Mr. Director.
사옥 지어졌을 때 뭐 100명까지
Yeah,
늘리거나
part that I just read out.
어쨌든 간에 좋든 싫든 그
Friendly, non-hostile environment.
한 반에
You'd hope so, yes.
4-50명 있을 때
What if he's ever had more than 1 week long vacation? You assume he's had even a day of vacation.
1년 동안 같이 다니면서 미운정 고운정 들고 하잖아요. 그런 만큼 좀 서로
Founder members help him with delegation. Outside of that,
알면 좋겠어요. 네. 상태가 되는 거예요.
we're
들었다시피
back to
이제
here.
MAU가 글로벌이라고 치더라도
So for me, since our company is small, even a class from 40 to 50 people, you get touched over just a single year. Want to know what people are saying about each other. I want employees to know each other. What I'm most impressed on is that the game got much bigger than expected. Even if the MAU is global, it's around 900,000 megabytes to further. I feel it's gonna break a mill. Probably even possibly before Kanto 9. Which is quite something. I think my content is very dividing and the graph will eventually go down. I think it will just plateau at worst. Like it'll just slow down. Right now it's just going off insane. Like at most it slows down. He probably is an absolute workaholic. Most people in this kind of position are.
좀 약간의 자기 객관화를 통해서 보면은 오래 못 간다 같은 느낌도 들어요. 네, 이것도 너무 많고 사실상 이거 55만.
He's his own condo.
그래서 제 마음은
Gonna be scary. I just had like 1,000 viewers next stream.
템포와 규모로 가야겠다라고 생각을 하고 있어요. 그래서 이런 점이 이제 좀 다른 회사의 방향성과
to show that we can continue to create
점을
as our base.
이해하고 있어요. 매출하고 MAU, DAU를 지속적으로 유지하고 올리는 이 방향성보다는 창작 자체를 하는 또 번아웃도 오고 급사까지 할 수 있는 그런 위기감이 느껴져요.
Exactly, going too fast. Yeah. My condition is poor. Some people say you need to take advantage of right now, but I don't think I could keep that up.
아니어도
More like I feel like a lot of the fans are like, hey, you can take a rest, by the way. And yeah, I forgot to finish telling the story of the city. What was it? What I promise is that I think the story of the city needs to be finished. So even if you decide to increase the number of people, I will hire a middleman to make sure that happens.
멀고 많다
He
보니까
says.
이게 제 컨디션이 중요하고 제 컨디션에 따라서
Limited conditions are making it difficult for us to take advantage of the current surge in popularity. Which is really only like this is an issue for like fucking finance bros or something. They're like, we gotta capitalize and synergize on the current burst of popularity. Okay, we gotta get some boots on the ground. We gotta touch base. We gotta pump those numbers up. Okay.
좀 뭔가 기대에 해드리지 못하는 모습을 보여드려서 좀 개인적으로 많이 죄송하다는
So like, you know,
생각을 가지고
what
있습니다.
about the numbers,
그래서
finance
이런 MAU,
chunks?
DAU가 지금보다 많이 떨어지고 하더라도 그냥 하던 대로 잘하는 거를 잘하는 방향으로 해나가고 싶어요. 이제 만약에 이제 인력을
Trying to stuff
늘리고
with a computer.
회사를
Number go up.
일반적인 보통의 회사처럼 성장을 시키는 것을 우선으로 간다면은 그때는 아마 제가 좀 제 스스로가 이렇게 팀을 관리하고 좀
What
팀원을
spot are we
관리하는
at?
거가 좀 제 스스로가 회의감이나 벽 같은 걸 느낄 때 이게 좀
I just read a bit forward and there's something about
서로
pork
이제
soup.
오해 없이 많이 대화하면서 이게 좀 가족까진 아니고 가족 같은 건 위험하고 그래도 좀 동료로서 서로가 이게 좀 성장해 나가고
Bean
믿어가면서
counting, bros.
오해가
You gotta get
생겨도
those beans up.
잘 풀어가고 하는 믿음이 있으면 좋겠는데 그런 믿음이
Increase those beans.
잘 안 생기고 그런 것들이 좀 제가
I wonder when he
좀
gets to this
벽에
part.
부딪히고 좀
I might be
실망을
talking
하게
about this
되는
part
게
right now.
반복되다 보면은 그때는 이제 제가 원하는 것과 잘하는 것이 달랐다라는 것은
I made Project Moon to do something worthwhile and give myself meaning. It's a location where I realize myself. I thought about when I feel satisfied and feel some sort of meaning. When it's to release a story, I'm satisfied and for players to enjoy that story.
확실하게 약속을 드리는
The person
것은
want to make sure the team members aren't hostile and that they don't feel doubts about their work.
이거만큼 끝까지 완주를
I want to
해야
not be afraid of
된다고
going into
생각을
the
하고
office.
있고
Even now I feel
하고
afraid
싶고
sometimes, not only just
이
because I need to make a
과정에서
good
이제
game, but think about how I can communicate with the
팀원들이
team members without misunderstanding. This dude
같이
is
이제 재밌게
distorting.
와주면 좋겠는 건데 근데 요게 안 된다고
Office being busy and
쳤을
competitive is
때
fine, but I want the
이
vibes to
도시
not feel off.
이야기만큼은 끝내야 되기
I get
때문에
scared when the vibes are
그때는
off.
진짜
Real.
관리자와의
So
대화로
real.
제 회사의 인원을 진짜 팍팍 늘려가면서 뭔가를 할 수도 있을 것 같아요. 지금은 그래도 좀 아직 제 소망을 그러니까
He's not distorting, he's there for it. Well, it's the usual. It's like you don't quite know which one it is yet.
낭만을 가지고 회사를 운영하고 있다
But only
보니까
afterwards do we know which one it was.
이런 상황이 나오고 있습니다. 그래서 결국
Okay, now we're here. This is the part that I just read.
지금까지 이야기를 좀 더
Part that I just read.
압축하자면 이제 제
I was a bit further ahead.
의미와 보람을 느끼려고 이 프로젝트 문을 만들었고 저의 이 사장인 저의 자아 실현 장소로서의 프로젝트 문이 존재하거든요. 어쨌든 직원분들의
Platform fulfilling the CEO's self-realization.
결국에는 뭐 프로젝트 문은
One way to it's a good way to put it.
제가 펼쳐내고 싶은 것들을 하는 저의 자아 실현 장소이기 때문에 제가 의미랑 보람을 느껴야지 이 회사에서 이 일을 계속하고
Realization, like what?
써내려 갈 수 있을 것 같아요.
Winner reference? No way.
그렇다면 이제 의미랑 보람을 제가 언제 느끼는지를 한 번 더 생각을 해봤는데 일단 첫 번째로는 당연히 이제 풀어내고 싶은
Dream of every theater kid, a company that just exists to satisfy our nerdy ass needs.
그 이야기를 이제 플레이어분들,
He's making this. Don't make the city real.
플레이어분들이 재밌게 즐겨
Just maybe, just a suggestion.
것들에 대해서 후기도 이제 해석도 막 이것저것 남겨주시면서 또 저마다의 감상과 이야기를 하면서 재밌었다 하는 그런 모습을 볼 때 굉장히 큰 의미랑 보람을 느끼거든요. 이게 진짜 1순위이고 근데 이제 이 이야기를 만들어가는 과정에서 팀원들의 말과 표정에 날 서 있지 않고
Also, I do wonder if he uses the VTuber just because like he's more comfortable with it, you know? Like he doesn't like his face being there. He's more comfortable with
서로에 대해서 믿어가면서 그래도
the avatar.
다 같이 좀 해보자 아니면
Takes the pressure off.
그래도 좀 더 재밌는 게임 만들기 위해서 좀 더 노력해 보죠 같은 것을
It wasn't a VTuber originally.
저는 좀 더 의미랑 보람을 대표로서 느끼는 것 같아요. 네. 그리고 또 제 스스로가
I'll skip that since we didn't actually end up. I read through this part.
생겨도 이걸 좀 잘 또 느린 업데이트로.
Right over here. Okay.
당연히 이제 지치시고 실망하시고 잠시 떠나실 수 있으실 것 같아요.
Old familiar hole in the wall you've always known and loved. That's a pretty nice way to put it.
게임
has been around for a bit since I've been Limbus.
스타일의 취향이 나쁘지 않았지 같은 느낌으로 다시 한번 해볼까 하고 이제 다시 돌아와서.
Did you miss the meme review? The meme review. You just mean the one meme that was there, or no? I think next might be the meme review. I think next we're talking about editing photos. Yes, it's coming after this.
고안하면서 만들어서 기다리고 있겠습니다. 이게 번역이 어떻게 됐을지 궁금한데.
I heard that saying in years. You really? I feel like it's a pretty common saying. You know, hole in the wall place. You know, it's like a local mom and pop shop.
미미.
Hit hard a broken wall? No way.
라멘, 돈코츠 라멘. 저는 미소 라멘이 좋습니다.
Yeah, it's a hole in the wall restaurant. It's like it's that one little small restaurant that like only a couple people know.
홀린더월. 아무튼 네. 요약하자면은 잠시
Luckily, we're good stories for you to enjoy upon your return after a brief
누적된
break.
스토리를
Well, I think this is very healthy that they think of this because for the live service games like this, it kind of is almost important to like kind of have like some lulls as well, right? Yeah, you can take a small break and then you can come back when like stuff is happening again and so on. Yeah, where is it? Where does he? Yeah. Well, I think it's.
네, 그래도 실망하시고 떠나셨어도 다시 돌아오셨을
I think due to the issues mentioned above, you may feel disappointed to leave. I hope you can still return to the same OG unique flavor that we've provided so far. Something about pork soup in parentheses on the document.
네, 그 다음에 이제 약간의 이런 좀 진지한 이야기에 살짝 벗어나가지고.
I wonder how they translate this. Ramen? I like miso ramen.
웃기면서도
Okay, now we're on to the meme review.
드리고 싶은 말씀이 있어요. 네. 일단은 뭐.
Yeah, I don't mind you taking my photo and editing it onto places, but please do not edit any other employees' photos onto anything. Fucking look at this guy. Okay. 모만타이.
근데
모만타이.
제 사진은 얼마든지 써주셔도 되는데, 근데 이제 다른 직원분들,
박지훈.
뭐 방송 때 나왔던 직원분들이나 아니면은 인터뷰를 할지라도 다른 직원분들 사진은 이제 게시하거나 이게 좀 합성하지 않으셨으면은 좋겠습니다. 그 이유 중 하나가
First of all, they may have left the company. They're also privacy concerns. If you get bad, they may take legal action that you're personally to the company.
있을 수가 있어요. 그 사진의 당사자분들 중에서. 그리고 뭐 회사를 다니시는
Indeed.
분들,
Do not edit random employees and stuff.
심해지면은 뭐 이제 회사 차원에서 뭐 이런 상장도 받았습니다.
I even received some rewards. Beat them over for the Nerf award.
요런 분들은 사진 안 나오게끔 네, 해주세요. 네.
Also, I used to be thin and got a bit fat recently, but I lost some weight. I prefer if you use the most recent image where he lost weight. Also, I also have not seen like any other employee faces, so this might like they probably do exist somewhere. You know, people are crazy. So it's probably more so in Korea or something. Also, oh yeah, there's gonna be a recruitment notice as well.
네, 그리고
Recruitment time.
이렇게 또 많은 분들이 봐주시는 김에 막간
Okay, alright boys, let's get hired at Project Moon.
SD 파트와
SD sprite artists and combat designers.
에서의 채용이 있을 예정이에요. 정확히는 이제 SD 파트에서도
Taking command payments, doctor press conferences. Ah, okay, so probably the art director or someone else. Job jump scare for real. Fucked up, man.
이제 나가시는 분도 이제
Here are some pros and cons.
그런 자아 실현과 또 무언가를 위해서 나가시는 분도 있을 수 있고 꿈을 가지고 나가시는
First of PM has no blanket wage system. Next, you can use your PTO freely, even into the negatives, for good reason. There are periods of high work intensity, lots of overtime. We still give extra pay for overtime and more time off to compensate. We have frequent bonuses. Since I'm the CEO and I manage the finances, I just give out bonuses when I feel like people are doing a good job. This is a recruitment ad just in the middle.
인센티브 지급의 빈도가 좀 높습니다.
Frequent bonuses. 10 million Korean won, no interest loans for residential mortgage for every yearly tenure. Wow!
고생하신 것 같다. 또 성적 잘 나온 것 같다.
No interest mortgages. I like how we get it. This is the pros. Okay, this is the pros.
이제 요것도 이제 그
There's a 100 super credits drop. What the fuck?
근속 연차당 1,000만 원씩 거진다.
Yeah, how much is that? Is that $7,000?
좀더 회사가 넉넉해지거나 뭐
But then the cons must follow my directions. Our goal is to make what I want to make. Place for my self-realization. Okay, wait. We're getting to this part, wait. The base is making what I want. Project Moon is a place for my self-realization. For people with strong egos who want to make what they want, it may not be a good fit. Employees need to be fulfilled and enjoy making something that I want to make. You need to love the game. Like Captain Ahab.
뭔가 너무 에고가 강한 분은 오히려 이제 만들고 싶은 걸 못 만들거나 제가 컷
What a comparison to make to yourself. I'm like Captain Ahab.
그래서 제가 하고 싶어 하는 거를
Same as myself, we want to both feel sense of fulfillment. High level love and understanding for both video games and both Project Moon. Proper communication skills and ability to compromise with each other with words. You know, thing that you'd think people would know how to do, but holy moly, they don't.
그 과정에서 써야지 결도 맞고.
Pros, we will literally do everything. Cons, I will act as your boss while being your boss. Oh
그
no.
야근의 파도에도 견딜 수 있는 소통력을
Cons, you will
길리고
have a
또 그
boss.
소통 자체가 솔직하게 이제 또 이 이야기.
Wait, are we getting? I talk too much and I need to. What the fuck? Him.
잠시 저 좀
Jesus Christ.
말을 많이 해가지고
He's so hot.
잠깐 화장실도 다녀오겠습니다.
Oh no, he's hot. And yeah, this is. I talk too much and I need to go to the toilet. Goes to the toilet. And he just leaves it on Sex Mersault. Mr. Sex Salt. How long is he on the toilet for? We're at 1:22:38. Okay, no, it is not updating. Wait, no way is he actually. Is he actually away for this long? Guy's away for like 7 minutes.
네, 돌아왔습니다. 네, 요 메르소의 새로운 인격. 이제 오늘
Stalling. That was not just a
영상이
piss.
이제
Unless he also just took like a like he was like,
그래서
I gotta take a break. I need to breathe.
다들 보고 계신가요?
Stallings with the PV loads. All right, PV time. He washes his hands well. Real. Okay, PV time. Listening, Mr. Director. Show me. Oh, good. It came in quickly.
명령은 경청하고 있어요. 그저
Gun.
감히 상급자와 눈이 맞지 않도록 시선을 아래로 둘 뿐.
Stab. Stab.
밤에는
Stab.
다른 조직에 대해 공부하고
Boom.
해요.
No, never mind. Big stab.
새로운 회사나 단체에 대해 연구하고
Big stabs. Is he gonna shoot the gun at some point as well?
그래야만 예의를 다하지
It's not shooting. Is
줄일 수 있으니까요.
oh suddenly he came in as well. Oh, do you get like
함부로
he hits something then he does heat? Oh, never mind. It's like a. I guess it was
시대를 범하는 법.
some kind of like. Oh well, okay, now it's him.
이 최고급 시가 세계의 가치와 맞먹는다.
힘.
전투에서 참격을 가할 때 휴미더에 든 시가 모두를 날려버린다는 생각도 들지.
And the music, of course.
시가 한
Of course, they're fighting
좋은 상대를
a show.
아끼는 것이 더 가치 없는 일이지.
Yeah, I mean, he was cool as an enemy, so he's cool as an ID.
몸이 끓어오르는군.
Oh, he has a counter probably. Or clashable? Or some kind of either some kind of clash lose situation or like maybe a clash lose on counter or something and then get funky stuff. Oh, he's loading? He did the thing? He took his hat off?
이 전투에서
No way, he's powered up.
감추어야 한다는 점은 다소 아쉽지만
Oh, he got staggered, but he okay, right? He just ignored stagger.
질 수 있으니 이 정도로
Also, yeah, he's not actually shooting. He's just powering up the shit with the ammo. That is what he did. Right. This is the yeah. This is like the however many coins this is in reality, because who fucking knows at this point? That could be a 2-coin skill, okay, for all we know, with the animations these days.
나를 들뜨게 만드는 게 많지 않지만 이번엔
Also, it actually is just Shin
영웅의 수에
as well.
잘 놀다 간다.
Look at him. Whoa. Okay, it is okay, he said 5 coins. Okay, okay. If he says 5 coins, then it's 5 coins. Surprise Sinclair. He says, I will replenish your ammo in the video, untranslated. It's even in Korean, Mersault says he's heating up. I'm also heating up.
네,
And it was AoE.
멋있는 이제 싱클레어와 메르소의 엄지 인격이었습니다. 아, 메르소는 보시다시피 이제
Also, yeah, 5 coin
네,
skill with regret.
의 인격을 가지고 있죠. 그리고 많은 분들이 이제 그 기대하시는 그 필살기가
Dude, he's like hyped up. He's like, whoa, holy moly, that was hype. Oh no, his mic. Oh no, his mic. Move the phone away from the microphone, Mr. Director.
그 적으로 나온 버전하고 똑같을 순 없겠지만은 그래도 호표탄과 맹호표탄을 쓰는 그런 탄환을 매놓은 캐릭터입니다. 그리고 이제 싱클레어 같은 경우는 이렇게 이 메르소 내행하고 같이 쓰면은
The special move that many are anticipating are
저한테
coming out as
서포팅으로
5 coins instead of
그러면서
6.
이제 딜도 잘 들어가고 그런 느낌으로.
Oh no. As if
오케이.
5 coins also wasn't stupid enough.
그래서 방송 끝나고 나서 유튜브로도
It'll be uploaded. Well, I mean, of course. Okay, I guess that was just a teaser. True, that wasn't actually the full trailer. I guess we'll watch the full trailer as well. The full trailer is like 2-something minutes, so that was just like a shorter version. Okay,
네.
you realized?
거의 끝났습니다.
There's
거의
noise.
끝났습니다. 다행히
There was
마이크 이슈가 생겨도.
noise. It's true.
그래서 이제 감사의
Gift of gratitude for those watching. 1300 lunacy.
감사드리는 마음으로.
No way.
네.
But that was the full. Was that 2.5 minutes? What the fuck?
이제
It didn't feel like it.
9시 이후에 1300광기 요 루나씨를
Damn.
지급을 드릴 예정입니다. 네, 그래서
Claim your lunacy.
이제 플레이어분들 많이 이제 림버스 컴퍼니와 프로젝트 문을
Hansberg, no, what? Really?
사랑해 주시는 플레이어
Mail available for 7 days, guys, by the way.
다시 한번 감사드린다는
Ah, yes. Must be claimed
말씀드리고,
today. As if I wouldn't be logging in later today anyway.
그러면서도 이제
Thumbclaw has the biggest he meant to be
그
0-0. Yeah.
또나 이런
Because,
것들을
for, you know,
좀 내지
for
못하는
reasons,
저의 모습에 대해서는
no longer.
죄송하다고.
No more 2 stars anymore.
그래도 속도가 느리고 또 일반적인 다른 회사보다 좀 답답한 면이 있더라도
Fuck you, 2
지금까지
stars.
좀 보여드려왔던 것 같은
We don't like making you.
네,
You're
그리고
difficult to make.
그 맛의 느낌으로 계속 이야기를 만들어 놓으면서
The ego is more than that?
계속 이
Which
자리에
ego?
있겠습니다. 네.
2 stars are now only event rewards. They're not usually even event rewards anymore.
감사합니다.
Even the event rewards ones are like 3 stars now. Even they're often 3 stars now. Oh, and then it ends. And it just ends. It just ends. Thank you for the players that love Limbus Company and Project Moon. I've also apologized for not being able to meet expectations on development speeds. Even if we're a bit slower than other companies, we'll continue to tell our stories with our own unique flavor. Geek based. And back to every gacha stop doing low rarity stuff? Not really. I mean, okay, some. Like, Arcanist barely does 4 stars. But we still get a consistent amount of 5 stars. I like how Borderland is only using Limbus notation of 000,000. Arcanist doesn't release 3 stars, but Arcanist has never released 3 stars. Because those are just like base default. 4 stars is the like equivalent. Which you get like every now and then, more rarely, but like 5 stars come at a consistent pace because almost like every new banner essentially has at least 1 5-star on it, like new one. Yeah, they sometimes release 4 stars every now and then. 5 stars come consistently, and then obviously 6 stars are the main ones. And every now and then, actually, Arcanist does get a 1 star. So, a 5 stars are not equivalent to Limbus 3 stars, by the way, not at all. The difference between 5 star and 6 star is massive. So, very different. Yeah, no 2, because, well, 2 stars, there's no 2 stars and no new 3 stars for Arcanite since the beginning. Those are like just like a default thing. Or whatever. They're just like always, they've just always been there. It's just whatever was at launch. And we're never intended to have increases of characters. But every now and then we rarely get a 1 star, because they're like a special little extra unit. And then 4 stars every now and then, 5 stars consistently, and 6 stars consistently. And 6 stars are the equivalent of a 3 star. Range in Limbus 3 stars is massive. It's even more massive in Arknights, I can assure you. Considering 6 stars has some of the worst units in the game, as well as the best units. So, like, there are multiple 6 stars that are worse than 4 stars. There's quite a lot of actually quite good 4 stars. Same with Limbus. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's just like You have both. You have all of them. In Limbus, well, and also like in Limbus, you essentially also you have 1 stars, which like you don't get new 1 stars, obviously, because those are just like the defaults. So you always have like a defaults rarity where it's just whatever's at the beginning and you don't ever get new ones. Then you have like a little bit above and boop, 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 boop. And then it goes. Okay, cool stream. Nice stream. I did wish we would have gotten a little bit more news about the collab, just that I mean, just sort of having an idea maybe when it would release. More than anything at this point, but no luck yet. Fair enough. Yeah, well, it's just like September, October-ish or something, but, you know, would have been nice to get a little bit more confirmation rather than the vague sort of time frame that we have. The vague time frame, which, you know, with Project Moon, you never know whether or not you should trust it, so... And it is infodump stream. And yeah, Walpy, obviously. Well, I mean, obviously there's going to be 2. They said yes, there's going to be a second Walpy, but they didn't say, like, how soon after. It's just, yes, there's going to be a second Walpy, because, you know, Walpies come periodically. Popcar wasn't there? I'm fairly sure Popcar was there on release. I don't think there's any 3 stars have been released. Maybe at the very beginning of the game, there's a couple 3 stars added, but I feel like they were all just there. Like, since the start. And what will we get for a second one? Well, I mean, we know that it's going to be Ruina, yes. But we've always known that. When can we see streamers like an AK Kringum? Like next week. Introducing Chapter 5. Okay, maybe that was, okay, maybe fair enough. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I actually wasn't playing at the very start, so. The season roadmap compared to Kanto 7 is that we get Railway 6 replace a rerun. Yeah. They're adjusting some stuff because they want to get Kanto 9 into like this year, so they might adjust some stuff and then. Because yeah, way ID, HO ID. I guess we're also, yeah, it is actually, Walpy is like actually seemingly a decent way away. Unless they do Walpy before they do like a way ID and stuff. But yeah, if they want to do way ID and a Heisho ID, and if they aren't on the same banner, hopefully they just be on the same banner. Walpy is quite a while. We have name and teaser of 1 ID. Oh, your next Walpy. I thought you meant the one after. Yes, we know what's coming for the next one. The one that's in, you know, the one that's next. I thought you meant the one that's after that one. Some critics might mess up the flow with the interval building up to rush. Yeah, I mentioned that when it was put up. I was like, I wonder how that's going to work out, considering the second intervallo usually is a direct lead into the next canto. So I was like, interesting. Yeah, the one is the vaguest idea. Something from Library Ruin, because that's how Walpurgis works. It's Lobcorp Walpurgis, Ruina Walpurgis. Lobcorp Walpurgis, Ruina Walpurgis. That's how it goes. Okay, I think my friend is waiting. Possibly. So okay, yeah. Thank you for joining for this part. On Twitch, everything stays as is. I just change the title and whatnot. On YouTube, we're going up to the schmoving to other stream. We're gonna play some Popu Comb. Very fun game with my friend. If you want to join, this will automatically transfer to it, this stream. So see you there. There we go. Let me also launch game. There was a patch. Actually, what was in the patch? Stages in okay, it's, you know, it's bug fixes and whatnot. Lots of bug fixes and whatnot. Not that I've run into any like specific issues. Is she gonna answer me, or I'm waiting for her to be like, yes, we good, we can go. She messaged me like almost half an hour ago, like, what's the status? I did tell her that we would start around this time, I believe. I think I did, at least. Yeah, there was just a small update for like, or actually a regular update. They just fixed a bunch of bugs and so on. There's like sort of nothing game changing. Also, this funny conversations about the Popcorn tournament. Whatever. Results. People being like, just what the fuck? I can't believe you were this bad. Where was I? Okay, well, once we get onto actually call with Blue, we can indeed be like, hey, okay, the YouTube one is still not live. It still thinks the goddamn other stream is live. YouTube, could you stop? I'd have a good badge, Xenesis. Also, let me slash marker Populcom time. Yeah, rip Cookie's fingers and toes though, real. Oh, I also gotta go into, you know, obviously we're into here. Populcom. Populcom. Got my lunch. Fair enough. Never coming around borderline. I almost said words there. She's not answering me. I will quickly go be right back while I guess wait for her to exist. What? Also, I think I know what's the issue with YouTube. It's on the old stream still, isn't it? I'd have a good badge. It is. You absolute fool. You absolute